Hello, everyone, and welcome to Behind the Scenes at Bear Dimension headquarters. I don't mean the real Bear Dimension headquarters, of course. That is a completely different thing and exists only in the Bear Dimension. But this is Bear Dimension Channel HQ, and I thought you might like to meet a few of the people that you haven't met already. Penelope just wants to get her bit in. You've obviously met Miss Penelope Lemon Biscuit and our Director of Morale, Pablo Hose Mostardo III. You see, look at that. He actually looks quite chipper, I think, today. Let's see what you think. No, actually, he's gone a bit stern. I think he's a bit worried about Big Judge, to be quite honest. Oh, no, what it is, I've just seen what it is. He thought it was his job to inspect all of you because he is a director, and it's kind of directors do inspecting types of things, don't they? Really? So anyway. Oh, so lovely. Obviously, I think I've said in another video that ideally don't make a bear a favourite and tell everyone else. Ideally. Anyway, yes, but I made a mistake in another video. I was using bears as examples, and I thought, hey, why not introduce the king? The king of the bear dimension, who, let's face it, is a very important and special individual. But the video and all following videos were completely silent because Windows had done some magical thing that it does. I'm not a tech person. It had done a thing, and so nothing was recorded. But I realised that perhaps the reason might have been was that the king did not want to be seen. So why don't we? I'm going to just show you, because obviously in the bear dimension, certainly in the first book in Ra Rabbit's Bears, you meet a lot of bears, but we don't meet the king until book 2. And so a little bit of suspense. Why not keep him under wraps? So I think we should do, look at that. That is just, you can just see the top of his head there. Now, those are the king's ears. I know, you will thank me later, but I thought that would be something that you'd like to see. Obviously, we've got Tiffin in the background, and oh, look, 2 dolls, 2 rag dolls. What are they doing in the bear dimension? Well, I think it's time to talk about diversity. We're an all-inclusive household, and we don't turn away rag dollies just because they, no, to be fair, they've been here a long time. But we wouldn't turn away a rag dolly if a rag dolly turned up, and in fact that they have been turning up a little bit more recently because I make them, and so what happens is I make them and then they get personalities and it all goes a little bit sideways and they end up staying and getting rights and that sort of thing. So there's a little bit of behind the scenes for you. We have dolls, we have bears, we have a chick somewhere, we obviously have a rabbit, and we have a king who must remain behind the veil until perhaps a little bit later on, but he is wonderful. And actually, perhaps since we are behind the scenes, I should introduce you to, I think you know, we have a director of morale, we have a co-host, we have King Bert, executive producer, under wraps, and we have Pandu, who is the producer, which I won't show you Pandu just now. He's got his own mysteries and things that he'll want to be telling you in future videos. So that's kind of what we get up to behind the scenes. We get up to quite a bit of sewing. And we get up to quite a lot of writing. And obviously there are many conversations with the bears because, as you can see, they have an enormous amount of personality. And one has to take a little bit of time out of one's day to converse with them. And make sure that they know that I'm hearing what their opinions are, especially this little one here. Oh, he's lovely. Yeah. So, and that is something that you should do because, as I've said before, and I can't say this enough, bears rely on attention as an energy source. So, the more you can talk to your bears, the better. So I'll just leave you with one more close up of the bear who, don't tell anyone, is actually the favourite. Mummy. Okay, yeah. Yeah, you're absolutely right. I hadn't thought about that. You see how they tell me stuff. So I'm like, oh, here's a little bear. He's the favourite. Maybe people won't like that. Well, Penelope, what's she? Chopped liver? No, she most certainly is not chopped liver. Oh, she's the face of the YouTube channels because he's the favourite. He's director of morale. So he is a little bit more in the background, but he does like to come and get his bit in if he can. Being a favourite, it's a whole other thing. You can still have a favourite and have lots of other bears who have lots of other important roles. So I think the important thing is that they all know that they are equally cared for. And I try to give them all just a little bit of attention every day.